Most people think of themselves as a single, unified being. But what if I told you you're more alien than human? Right now, there are trillions of microbes living inside you. In fact, for every human cell in your body, there are up to 10 microbial cells. Bacteria, fungi, viruses, all working, surviving, and in some cases, keeping you alive. They help you digest food, protect you from illness, and even influence your mood and brain. You are not one creature. You are a walking ecosystem. And without these microscopic passengers, you wouldn't survive a week. So next time you feel alone, remember, you're never truly alone. You're a crowd.
Did you know your shadow moves faster than you? Your shadow is always with you. But did you know it's faster than light? No joke. Your shadow can move instantly from one place to another. That's because it's not a physical thing. It's the absence of light. And since nothing is being sent from one place to another, your shadow can stretch, bend, and shift faster than anything in the universe. So in a weird way, your shadow might be the only part of you that can break the laws of physics. Here's a wild fact. You've never actually touched anything. When you touch someone's hand or pick up your phone, what's really happening is your electrons are repelling theirs, like two magnets pushing away from each other. The atoms never really connect. So every hug, every kiss, every moment you thought was physical was just your body hovering, an invisible hair's width away. In the truest sense, we're all floating together, but never touching.
Are octopuses from space? Octopuses are weird. Like, really weird. They have 3 hearts, blue blood. They taste with their arms, and can rewrite their own DNA, like hacking their own biology. Their brains aren't centralized like ours. 2/3 of their neurons are in their tentacles. Each arm can think for itself. And here's the kicker. Scientists still aren't sure where they came from. Some theories suggest their genes are so strange. They may have come from space, frozen in an ancient comet. So, if aliens did visit Earth, maybe they're still here, just deep underwater.
Everything around you feels solid, but zoom in far enough, and it's almost all empty space. If an atom were the size of a football stadium, the nucleus would be a marble at the center. The rest? Just void. You are made of billions of atoms, and between them, nothing. That means, technically, you are 99.99999% empty space. You're more ghost than you are solid. And yet, here you are, solid enough to feel real. It's a fact that when we die, we live on through the ones left behind. But what happens when the last person who will ever remember you is gone? At some point in the future, someone will say your name for the last time. Every memory of you will vanish, like a ripple fading into still water. We live our lives thinking we'll be remembered. But the truth is, even the most famous people fade. The real question isn't how long you'll be remembered. It's what kind of impact you'll make while still here. Because legacy isn't about being remembered forever. It's about who you helped before the ripple disappears. Make history like Leonardo da Vinci, and you'll become immortal.
Did you know? You've already died before you just don't remember. Most scientists agree your brain can survive a few minutes after your heart stops. But here's the twist. Those last few moments feel like forever. So what if this is your afterlife? What if you're just reliving your last memory, right now, over and over? You'd have no way to know. To you, this is reality. But maybe, it's just the brain's final echo, looping your favorite illusion, one last time. Illusion or reality? Reality has a refresh rate. Just like a computer screen, your brain processes reality in frames. Not continuously, but in rapid snapshots. Studies suggest your brain updates visual input about 13 times per second. So what happens between those updates? Well, technically, you're blind. For milliseconds at a time, you don't exist. Reality fades in and out, and your brain fills in the blanks. You're watching a slideshow and calling it life.
You can't think in silence? Try it. Sit still, close your eyes, and don't think. No words, no images, no inner voice. You couldn't do it, could you? Because consciousness is noise. Even when we crave silence, our mind shouts louder. And maybe that's the biggest secret. You're never alone. Your brain is always talking, even when you're not. You've never touched anything, ever. When you touch something, it feels like contact, right? But here's the truth. You never actually touch anything. Your electrons repel the other object's electrons. There's always a tiny microscopic space between you and everything. What you feel, that's electromagnetic resistance. So no, you've never truly touched another person. You're just really, really close to nothing at all.
Hey, did you know that you're living in the past? Literally, you never see the world in real time. Your brain needs about 80 milliseconds to process light, motion, and sound. That delay, that's the lag between now and when you know now. So even as you listen to this, you're already behind. Every moment you live in is a ghost of the moment before. You don't experience the present. You experience the past, dressed up like now. Your stomach has a brain. There's a second nervous system in your gut. Scientists call it the enteric nervous system. It has over 100 million neurons, more than your spinal cord. It thinks, it remembers, it even makes decisions without your brain. So when people say, go with your gut, they're not being poetic. They're being neurologically.
You don't actually breathe air. You filter it. Your lungs aren't pumping in air. They're filtering out what you don't need. Only 21% of what you inhale is oxygen. The rest? Nitrogen, carbon dioxide, trace gases, dust, particles, even skin cells. Every breath is a dirty cocktail, and your body just filters out the noise, kinda like your brain does with people. Did you know your memory is just a story you keep rewriting? Every time you remember something, your brain rewrites the memory. Not copies, rewrites. It's like editing a saved file, not opening the original. So, the more you remember something, the less true it becomes. Your past is fiction, updated with every retelling.
Every night you close your eyes and drift into sleep. But what if I told you, your body is playing a dangerous game? There's a condition called sleep apnea. It's when your body stops breathing while you sleep. For seconds, sometimes minutes, your brain is starved of oxygen. Most people don't even know they have it, but over time, it can lead to heart attacks, strokes, and even death. And here's the scariest part. You might never wake up to realize it's happening. So if you snore, wake up gasping, or feel exhausted no matter how much you sleep, it might be time to ask yourself, is your body betraying you in the night?
Every step you take, you're walking on history, but not the kind you read in books. Beneath your feet, there are billions of skeletons. Not just human, but animals, plants, and creatures you've never even heard of. The soil you touch, it's made of the dead. Their bodies decomposed, turning into the nutrients that feed the earth. And here's the twist. One day you'll join them. Your body will break down, becoming part of the cycle, feeding the earth, just like the billions before you. So next time you walk outside, remember, the ground beneath you is alive with the dead. Your brain is the most powerful organ in your body. But what if I told you, it's also the most unreliable? Every memory you have is a lie. Your brain doesn't record events like a camera. It edits, distorts, and even invents details to fill in the gaps. That childhood memory you swear is real, it might never have happened. And here's the scariest part. Your brain lies to protect you. It hides trauma, rewrites pain, and creates illusions to keep you sane. So how much of your life is real?
The ocean covers 70% of the Earth, but we've only explored 5% of it. That means 95% of the ocean is a mystery. And in that darkness, something is watching. Deep-sea creatures with glowing eyes, giant squids with tentacles longer than buses, and sounds, unexplained noises that echo through the depths. Scientists call them the bloop and Julia. No one knows what made them. But here's the thing. The ocean is alive. It's vast, ancient, and full of secrets. And every time you step into the water, you're entering its world. Are you sure it's safe? Do you own a cat? If you do, you might already be infected. There's a parasite called Toxoplasma gondii. It lives in cats but spreads to humans. And once it's in your brain, it changes you. It can make you take more risks. It can alter your personality. And some studies suggest it might even increase your chances of mental illness. Here's the creepy part. Up to 50% of the world's population is infected. So next time you cuddle your cat, ask yourself, who's really in control? You or the parasite? There's a sound so loud it could kill you. It's called the Krakatoa sound. When the volcano Krakatoa erupted in 1883, the explosion was so powerful, it ruptured eardrums 40 miles away. The sound traveled around the world 4 times. But here's the thing. If you were close enough to hear it, you wouldn't survive. The pressure wave would destroy your lungs and organs. It's a sound so loud, it's beyond human comprehension. So next time you hear thunder, remember, there are sounds out there that could end you. Your eyes are incredible. But what if I told you they see things you'll never notice? Your brain filters out most of what your eyes capture. It decides what's important and what to ignore. That shadow in the corner of your vision, it might not be your imagination. Your eyes saw it. Your brain just didn't want you to. So how much of the world are you missing? And what's hiding in the parts you'll never see?
Every breath you take feels clean, invisible, harmless. But what if I told you the air is alive? Right now you're inhaling millions of microorganisms. Bacteria, viruses, and fungal spores, tiny life forms floating all around you. Some of them are harmless, some of them are deadly, and some of them are still unknown. Every breath you take is a gamble, because the air isn't empty, it's a microscopic jungle. So next time you breathe deeply, remember, you're not just breathing air, you're breathing life. Your DNA is a blueprint of who you are. But what if I told you it's haunted? Inside your genes are traces of ancient viruses. Viruses that infected your ancestors millions of years ago. They're called endogenous retroviruses, and they make up 8% of your DNA. They're dormant now, but they're still there. Silent passengers passed down through generations. And here's the twist. Some of them might still influence your body and mind. So the next time you think about your DNA, ask yourself, how much of you is really you? The Earth feels solid, unchanging. But what if I told you it's alive? Every day, the Earth breathes. Forests inhale carbon dioxide and exhale oxygen. The ground rises and falls with the tides. Even the crust of the Earth moves, shifting continents over millions of years. It's a living, breathing planet. And here's the scary part. If the Earth ever stops breathing, so do we. So next time you look at the ground beneath your feet, remember, it's not as still as it seems. Have you ever looked at the clock and realized hours have passed, but you don't remember what you were doing? It's called dissociation. Your brain disconnects from reality, leaving you in a fog. It can happen during trauma, stress, or even boredom. But here's the unsettling part. Some people lose days, weeks, even years. Time they can never get back. So the next time you feel like time is slipping away, ask yourself, where did it go? And why can't you remember?
Water is simple, right? 2 hydrogen atoms, 1 oxygen. But what if I told you water has a memory? Some scientists believe water can remember the substances it's come into contact with. Even after being purified, it might retain an imprint of what it touched. It's a controversial idea, but if it's true, every drop of water you drink has a story, a history of where it's been, what it's seen, and what it's touched. So next time you take a sip, think about this. What secrets is your water holding?